shocking and raw that once you start listening you will not be able to turn away, so I want you to stay with me till the very end, because every twist, every detail, every moment will pull you deeper into a chain of events that will change the way you see justice forever. Now before we dive in, make sure you hit that like button, share this video with others and subscribe, so you never miss stories like this one, because what happened on that quiet evening in a small American town was nothing short of unbelievable. Picture this: it is a humid summer night in a southern state, the kind of night where the air feels heavy and you can hear crickets buzzing from every corner. The streets are dimly lit, only a few cars pass by, the convenience stores are closing and families are inside cooling off under ceiling fans. But then, out of nowhere, a police cruiser pulls into a neighborhood that has already grown used to seeing flashing blue and red lights far too often. The officer inside, his name is Sergeant Bradley Kane. He is a man feared by some, respected by others, but whispered about by many because his reputation is tainted by accusations of excessive force, racial profiling, and an almost disturbing pride in his police dog. A powerful German shepherd named Thor. Kane had a history of letting Thor loose during arrests, especially against black suspects, and most of those incidents never made the news. But tonight everything would be different, because tonight he crossed a line that would spark a chain of events no one saw coming. A woman named Angela Moore, 32 years old, single mother of one, hard-working nurse assistant, was walking home from her evening shift. She wore her scrubs, still slightly wrinkled from a 12-hour shift. She was exhausted but proud of herself because she had managed to provide for her daughter despite all the obstacles life had thrown her way. Angela was a kind soul, soft-spoken but strong-willed, and in that small town many people knew her for always standing up for what was right. Her only crime that night was walking home in the wrong neighborhood at the wrong time. When Kane's cruiser slowed beside her, Angela felt uneasy. She pulled her bag closer to her chest and quickened her steps. She had heard stories about Kane. She had seen him rough up young men in the neighborhood. She had heard about Thor and the screams of people bitten, but she never thought she would be the next target. The cruiser stopped. Kane rolled down his window and barked out a command. "Hey, what are you doing out here this late?" Angela paused, trying to stay calm. "Just walking home from work, officer. I live 2 blocks away." But her calm tone didn't soften his suspicion or his bias. Instead, Kane smirked and opened his door, stepping out with a swagger that screamed intimidation. Thor growled from the back seat. Angela's heart began to race, but she kept her composure. She didn't want trouble, she didn't want confrontation, but trouble had already found her. Kane demanded ID. She explained it was in her bag. He grew impatient, accusing her of hiding something. The air grew tenser with every passing second, until in a moment that would forever change everything, Kane yanked open the back door of his cruiser and with a simple hand gesture released Thor onto Angela. The German shepherd lunged at her, growling, snarling, snapping its jaws. Angela screamed, dropping her bag as the dog clamped onto her arm. The pain was immediate, sharp, tearing into her flesh. She cried out, begging Kane to call the dog off, but instead he stood there smirking, arms